And so if I'm mad at him,
all I heard is he pistol whipped someone during a robbery, and that you're going to testify for prosecution. I just found that out.
And before then, he shot somebody in the back 5 times for a gram of heroin. Right? And before that, yeah, he's done a lot of bad things that I've got him off of, right? And there has to come a time where I have to practice tough love. And then you have to think about the victims. You have to think about the victims' families. And you have to disassociate yourself because he was never like that and didn't raise that. But drugs have made him like that. He's not a child. He's a 27-year-old grown man. And every time I've tried to help him and get him off of things and put money on his books, every time he gets out of jail, fuck you, I'm a grown-ass adult, leave me the fuck alone. But every time he goes to jail, guess who the first person he calls is? Mom. Right. And so there has to come a time where I have to get fed up with the shit. And he goes on the streets, and a couple months ago, he was shot at 7 times. And he got shot in the knee, shot in the leg. And he didn't even go to the hospital, Marissa. Do you know why? Because he had warrants out for his arrest. And I already have buried a child. And I don't want to bury another child. I don't want to do that. And so right now, jail is the best place for him. And if I call him a piece of shit and I call him a motherfucker, it's because I'm pissed. But you know what? Just now, I had to end a call because he just called me from jail. And I talk to him once a week. I take his collect calls. But I'm not putting money on his books. You can buy things for him in commissary. I bought him a notebook. I bought him 2 pencils. I bought him stamps and envelopes because that's all he deserves right now. Because I cannot reward a child for getting pistol whipped in the face or pistol whipping somebody in the face. I can't do it. Because guess what? What if Jake got a job at a convenience store, right? And somebody walked in and armed robbed him and pistol whipped your son in the face? Would you be happy for somebody rewarding that person in jail? Would you?
Well, Jake just looked at me and went.
No, I mean, would you be, well, whatever. You're laughing about the convenience store.
Okay. No, I'm laughing because my son's direction doesn't so far lead in that direction.
I'm not talking about Jake being the person on heroin. I'm saying, what if your son got a part-time job somewhere and somebody came in and
I get what you're saying, yeah. And yeah, victim. And
pistol whip your son in the face.
Yeah, you're right.
Would you want
him in jail?
Would you want the victim to be rewarded and have everything he wanted in jail, or would you want him to suffer?
Oh, he wouldn't have to worry about jail because he'd already suffered in my hands.
But what if you couldn't get to him? Would you want his parent to give him all these luxuries in jail, or would you want him to suffer because of what he did to your son? Let's be honest about it.
Yeah, I would
want him to suffer.
Honestly, I'd be very, very if my son was working at a convenience store, God bless him. God bless everyone who has to work at a convenience store to make money and check people out, and anyone who's a victim to that. Yeah, I think all people should be held responsible for their actions on behalf of drugs and drug addiction. And he doesn't.
This has been going on for 7 years.
Well, then he belongs in jail. Yes.
And this isn't the first time he's done this.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to be nice to you right now.
You are being very kind. I appreciate it.
I think that sometimes you live vicariously through Jake, and I don't mean it ugly. I think when he goes to, I think when he goes to college, you kind of want the college experience, like along with.
Are you fucking crazy?
Yeah, I'm crazy. You tell me I need to be 5150.
Oh my God. I lost my virginity at Pepperdine University at a fucking frat house by this guy I was dating named Troy, and he had a twin brother named Todd. And
Troy and Todd?
Yeah,
very original parents.